celebrate. Good morning, everybody. I did my makeup before I vlogged today, so you're welcome for that, but I have not done my hair, obviously. I look like Miranda. Look how cute this is. Eric pinned up this sheet, hoping it would black out the room so that I could sleep in. It didn't work, but it was really sweet of him to try. He used like chip bag clips to hang it up. Anyway, I wanted to show you the camera Jojo got me. This is it. It's so pretty. You can't even tell really on camera how much it sparkles, but these are all rhinestones and they're purpley blue. But then when you like turn it, and then purple and pink, it's really pretty. But anyway, I'm gonna set this up today so I can start using this one, because it's the coolest present ever from Jojo. Thanks, Jojo. All right, so today we have a birthing person coming over and teaching me how to birth a baby. Oh my God, I'm so scared. I'm literally so scared of birth, guys. I'm like terrified. And I know you're not supposed to be like, I've watched videos on like hypno babies and hypno birthing, which is like this hippie, really cool way of thinking of like, it's not scary, it's beautiful, it's natural, you're a warrior, it's amazing. I want to have that mindset. I want to go into it being like, I can do this. This is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be so cool. But all I can think about is my lady bits ripping into pieces, and it just scares me, and I don't want to experience that. I don't like pain. I'm not good with pain, as you guys have seen in the last 9 months on my channels, like me crying, freaking all the time, so embarrassingly, because I can't handle pain. So I'm really nervous to give birth. So hopefully today I'll get a little bit of comfort from this woman, and she'll give me some tips and tricks on how to birth a baby. Anyway, I'm not wearing clothes. You guys want to see my outfit of the day? This is literally what I wear to bed every night. I wear like booty shorts and a like cloth bra. You know, some people ask me what this line is. See, I have this like line on my stomach. That is a line, I forget what it's called. It's basically like your ab indicator. So it indicates where your abs used to be. So I guess that, you know, everyone has abs, and then when you're pregnant, the abs rip in half, essentially. Not rip, but just break in half. So like the abs over here, like went to this side of my body, and the abs on this side went to this side of the body. And this is like the line where the abs once existed. So some girls get this line, some girls don't. It goes away after you give birth. But I had always seen that on pregnant women. I was like, what is that? And then now I have it. I'm like, oh, it's like something that a lot of girls get. I guess it usually goes on girls with like darker complexion or darker skin. And I'm like so pale, so I'm so confused why I have it, but whatever. It goes away after you give birth. Cool, rock it, loving it, living my best life. I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and I'm just like, how did this happen? I mean, I know how it happened, but like, how did my body stretch to do this? Like, wild. Like, guys, my body used to go like here. Right there is where my like stomach was. Like, I was like this little tiny bloop. That's where my stomach was. That's where I ended. Like, how did the skin stretch this much? How do bodies do this? Wild that a body can do this. It's wild. How does this I can't believe this is how humans are made. I've had a day. So we had a birthing class. I'm at Marshall's right now. People are staring at me. So we had a birthing class today. Here's some footage from that. Stressful. I'll fill you in on what happened with that later, but Eric and I were stressed and filled with anxiety, so we went to McDonald's. Now we're at Marshall's Christmas shopping. I'm totally farting as I'm walking down the aisles in Marshall's. Don't tell on me. We're Christmas shopping at Marshall's right now, and I'm having a hard time. I'm waddling, I'm in pain, I just want to sit down, but I will not let that stop me from Christmas shopping. This baby is not gonna stop me from enjoying Christmas. Well, now I'm in the car because the pain got too bad. My feet and my legs and my pelvic bone all were throbbing. Man, pregnancy's dumb. So he was like, take the keys, just go sit in the car, because I could barely walk. It's so frustrating, you guys. It's so frustrating. Because like, I have energy, my mind is awake and ready to go and do things, and my energy and my spirit is like motivated and wanting to work and have energy, but my body won't let me. It's so frustrating to have like my mind and my soul not match up with my body. So like, I'm like, let's go do things, let's go have fun, let's go shopping, let's look at Christmas lights, let's make a video, let's, you know, work. And my body's like, yeah, lay down. It's just so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Anyway, here's the date. I'm having a hard time, and I wonder if there's any other pregnant people or women who have been pregnant watching this. I know I have a younger audience, but I also know that there are some people out there who watch me who have kids or who are about to have kids or many combination of that. And I'm curious if any of you struggled with this, but I've been having a hard time with anxiety and stress and fear of birth. No part of birth and labor sounds exciting or fun or cool or magical. It all sounds terrifying to the point where when I think about it, I cry and shake and have an anxiety attack. I know that I experienced one today really badly and was sobbing and shaking and hyperventilating and freaking out right after the birthing class. The woman who came to the house, our doula, was wonderful and so well educated and so smart and kind and lovely. It had nothing to do with her. It had nothing to do with the way she taught. She was wonderful. This is nothing to do with her. This is me and my weird fear of birth and pain and stress. With birth, it's like, you're not looking at like, oh, I get to have a sweet baby. You're looking at like, your vagina might tear in half up to your butthole, or they might have to have an emergency C-section. Your kid might die. You might die. Like, here, you're gonna be in pain for 24-ish hours or more, and you're not allowed to eat while you're at the hospital, and you're gonna be hooked up to all this stuff, and you can't get out of your bed. It's like all these, it's like you just hear about all these things that sound horrible, and you're like, well, I don't wanna do that. And then, so like my brain went, I don't want to do that. And I just like freaked out. The doula actually was talking about birth very positively and was like, you know, it doesn't have to be horrible. It can, you know, I'm going to teach you how to deal with the pain and teach you things. Like, she was really wonderful and she did a great job, but my mind couldn't get out of this like fear and stress and anxiety. I just wanted to ignore it all. And I was like, I know how my mind works. And after she left, I realized like, I just need to go into birth like, thinking like, this is just gonna be fun, chill time with Eric and Rachel in the room, and we're just gonna laugh, and sometimes it's gonna hurt, and I'll be like, man, whatever, and we'll get through it. Like, but to know every detail of what's going on with my body, what's going on with the baby, why it hurts, that it's gonna hurt a lot, like thinking about all that stuff just made it horrible. And I am so terrified. Like, I literally was sobbing after she left. I was like, I don't wanna do it, I can't do it, I can't do it. Eric had like hugged me and calmed me down. I was like freaking out. And I was like, how, everyone does this. Like, why am I such a baby? Like, women do this all the time, like every day. There's a woman giving birth right now. Like, women do it every day, and I don't know why it's freaking me out so much. Like, what's wrong with me that I can't just be like, yeah, I'm gonna birth a baby? Like, I don't know. So my question is, do any other moms go through this? Because I am struggling, and I am not excited about labor and delivery. I am terrified. So we went to McDonald's to try to cheer up, and we went on a walk, and then we went to Marshall's, and now my feet hurt too much to walk. So Eric's coming. I love him so much. He's so cute. Hi, Lovey.
Smells like farts.
Good morning. So today I have to go to the doctor, and then I have to go to the chiropractor, and then I'm riding with my brother. Hopefully the doctor goes well. Apparently they have to like scrape at my lady bits today, which sounds really fun at 9 in the morning. I'm trying to make myself look presentable. The people who are about to stick their fingers in my bits. Pregnancy. Alrighty, so I just finished the doctor. Now I'm going to the chiropractor. I have so much to do today. My doctor made me feel so much better. I just have to say, like, I was so stressed and so overwhelmed yesterday with the birthing class. And then now today, after talking to my doctor, I'm like, oh, I feel so much better, because he just reassured me. He was just like, you just got to go into it with an open mind, and just, you know, we'll try to make it fun, and like, you don't know what's gonna happen. We can't predict what
could go right and what could go wrong. So you just got to go into it being like, all right, let's do this, and we'll deal with things as they come. And that made me feel so much better, because that's how I work. I know that like that's not how everyone works, and some people need to go in with like a really specific plan of the things they need and the things they want. But for me, like, I was like, okay, this is a big event in my life, like having a baby, and what are other big events I've had in my life, and how have I dealt with those and been like chill about it. And because I'm usually not a panicky, stressed person, so it's annoying to me that I'm so stressed and panicky about this. And it's because I'm approaching it totally different than I approach every stressful big event in my life. So like when I go on tours, or when I did Haters Back Off, or when I write my books, or when I have big events, or like big scary projects that I'm working on, like stuff like that, I don't go into it going like, here are all the million minuscule facts and things that could go wrong and could go right, and here's all the specifics. If someone sat me down for 3 hours and told me every detail about every single project I worked on, I wouldn't do them. I would be like, this sounds stressful. Like I'm not gonna go on tour. I'm not gonna do that. For me personally, everyone is different. Everyone is very different. But I know myself, and I know that I go into big projects going like, I can do this. Like I'm gonna bust this out, and if there's problems, I'll deal with them when they come, but I know that I can handle this. And I feel like that's how I have to approach my birthing situation. I need to go into it going like, I can do this, I can bust this out. If a problem happens, I've got a really great doctor there, and I trust myself, and we'll figure it out. But if I go into it knowing every detail of what's gonna happen to my freaking vagina, and I know every detail of what could happen to my baby, and all the things that could go wrong, and all the different ways he could get hurt or I could get hurt, and I have to avoid this and I have to avoid that, like I feel like I just am gonna panic and be like, give me a C-section and I need it to be over. Because that's how I approach every situation in my life. I'm typically a very positive, like go-getter type of person. And so I don't think I should approach this situation any differently, because if I do, then that's out of character for me and it's not gonna go well. I need to approach this like I approach everything else. Cool? See you later.
Hello, it's many hours later. A lot of things happened today, change of events. I am making dinner because it calms me down when I'm having a stressful day. So a lot of like random stuff popped up that I had to do, and it was very stressful, but now it's much later in the night, and I'm going to make some honey mustard curry chicken and rice and potatoes and try to enjoy my evening. So I put on some musical theater. I'm just gonna enjoy my freaking night. So this recipe is really good and really easy. It's just honey and mustard, curry, salt, pepper, some garlic. I got caught listening to theater.
I got something for you.
Got something for me? What? La da 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 da. What? What'd you do? Cookies! What cookies? You got every kind? Oh my god! Did you really get every kind? Earlier today I said I wanted the chocolate, I said I wanted the breakaway like cookies from the refrigerator section that you just break and throw in the oven. He said, what kind? I said, all the kinds. I was like feeling very pregnant and grumpy, and he literally got every single kind. Thank you. Dinner's done, and I burnt a lot of things, but we got the rice, honey mustard chicken, which is a little burnt, potatoes, which are burnt, but I like those burnt, and broccoli. Let's eat. Delicious.
Yum.